New year, new intro. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show. Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show.
Hello.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
We do.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
And
I review players all the time, dog. Everyone is fire like a Yule log.
Fire.
We trying to get some views like a blind man.
I can't see.
Shout out to my subs, they are gang.
Good evening and welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews. I'm going to be your host today, One Star Weak Foot, and it really is an honor to have you back on the channel today. And today's a big day. It's a big episode. We're going to be doing our first Moments Icon review. And it's a card I think a lot of you guys are sleeping on. Because a lot of people, when these Moments Icons dropped, were focusing on the top end. They were focusing on the Eusebios, the Ronaldos, the Vieiras, the Hullets, and they're saying we can't afford them. Well, I'm not looking at those. I mean, I can't ever afford it, even on my pay-to-win account. I'm looking at the ones that we can afford, the ones that weren't previously meta and now got a boost to make the meta. And I think Laudrup is one of these cards. When you look at this card, man, it looks like an absolutely sick card. He's 6 foot tall. He has high medium work rates. He's right-footed with a 4-star combination. I played 5 games in division rivals with him. I got 4 goals and 1 assist. And before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please do me a favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all of you guys at home for watching this video. So when you look at this card, what is he bringing to your team? Well, he's bringing a lot of things. First, he's bringing the pace. 90 pace is a big upgrade from what his other cards had. I think his prime had like 86 pace. So to go from 86 to 90 pace, I think that's a big step up. His acceleration looks very, very nice. His shooting stats are good and bad. He has the attack positioning and the finishing down. His shot power does leave a little bit to be desired. But what I will mention here is that he has the outside the foot shot and finesse shot traits, which are big traits to have on this game. His passing stats are magical. I mean, 95 vision, 91 short passing, 93 curve. He looks like an absolute playmaker, an absolute maestro, an absolute conductor of the offense. His dribbling stats are very nice as well. So normally I don't like 6 foot attackers. Normally I find them very clunky. But when you look at his dribbling stats, 92 agility, 95 reactions, 95 ball control, 97 dribbling, I think he's going to feel decent in game. His physical stats are not really good. He has 65 strength, which is not too good. He has 82 stamina, which is barely good enough to be playing cam, which I think his best position will be. But yeah, we're gonna jump into the gameplay. I'm gonna take you guys over to our review specialist in the studios, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So, according to Footman, this card's gonna be costing you 1.45 million on the PS4 market. Is he worth that money? And I would have to say, not quite. But what I will say is that I do expect this price to drop. I mean, the Moments Icons just dropped in packs a couple days ago. I believe once his price is settled, it will be around the 1 to 1.1 million coin mark. And at that price, I think he's a great value. I'm gonna break down the stats at home so you know exactly what to expect. So first, we're going to be talking about his pace, 90 pace. How does it feel in game? And it is iffy here because when you look at the cards that are 6 feet tall or above, they tend to not play to stats as far as pace goes. And how does it feel in game? I think this guy feels quick, and he does have notably very good acceleration coming out of the skill moves. He has a good quick burst of acceleration in certain tight areas, but he doesn't have that top end sprint speed. He doesn't have that sprint speed where I would set him in to get in behind and expect him to consistently beat the defensive line, consistently beat the fullbacks. He just doesn't have that raw speed. However, I do think he's very quick. He will be able to keep the opposition honest, and I do think overall his pace will be an 8.5 out of 10. Next, we will be talking about his shooting, and like I said, there are some iffy stats here. On his other cards, his finishing stat is just very low. On this card, though, he got a massive boost. He got 86 finishing. And how does his shot feel in game? Because he has the good finishing stat, but his shot power is 82. And in game, I think it definitely plays like that, all right? And what I mean by that is that his shooting, his pure finishing in the box was highly reliable. I played him with a sniper chem style, which brought his finishing all the way up to 99. And in game, this guy was finishing his breakfast, his lunch, and his dinner. But what I did notice is that from certain angles, let's say you want to pop a finesse from a tight angle, he's not going to quite have that top end shot power to beat the keeper. If you know what I mean. Those tight or those wide angle finesses don't necessarily go in all the time. On top of that, I would say his near post shots don't have quite the power that somebody like Ronaldo would have with his really high shot power. So I do think that is a con. However, as far as accuracy goes, his finishing is very, very nice, and he will have those finishes that will really leave you wondering how he made that shot. The one thing that really stood out about this card though was his attack positioning, and he was always drifting into very, very dangerous positions. With the sniper chem style that brings his attack positioning up to 92, it definitely felt that way in game. This guy, I think I preferred him as a striker actually, because as a cam, I felt like his attack positioning, his runs were being wasted. But as a striker, this guy was always floating into dangerous positions, always open, always there to really get the rebound. He was a really good poacher as well as just a really good player as far as making runs. And overall, I gotta give this guy shooting an 8.5 out of 10. The only thing that really keeps him from being a top tier finisher on this game is just a little bit more shot power. But I don't think it's enough to really detract from the overall quality of his finishing in general. Next, we are going to be talking about his passing, and in game, I think his passing made him magical. Honestly, this guy is one of the best passers I have used on this game, and I think it comes down to a few things, but the thing that really stands out with this guy's passing is the weighting of his passing. It was always perfect. Whether you need a back heel, a cheeky back heel to one of your other attackers, whether you need a pass around the box where you just need to weight it perfectly to get the striker to run onto it, or whether you need a long over-the-top through ball, this guy's passes were always weighted perfectly. All the attacker had to do was run onto it, and it was always in the right place at the right time. And overall, I gotta give this guy's passing a 10 out of 10. If you want a playmaker, if you want a cam that can pass the ball with the best of them, this guy's gonna be a man. Next, we will be talking about his dribbling, and this is another stat I was worried about. He has 95 dribbling, which is great, which is amazing on paper, but he is 6 foot tall. So certain players at this height don't tend to play to the stats. And in game, I think he definitely played to the stats. He was very, very nice on the ball. And even though he's 6 feet tall, even if he is a bit lanky, he kind of floated on the ball. I think some of that has to do with his body type. Even though he has a big body type, he's not really heavy. He felt very light on the ball, and he felt very nice to dribble with. I will say the fact that he is 6 foot tall, the fact that he does have long legs, makes it hard for him to really wiggle into tight areas like somebody who's maybe 5'6" or 5'7" will be able to do. But as far as 6 foot tall players, he's one of the best dribblers I've used on this game. He floats on the ball, like I said. His L1 R1 dribbling is spectacular. The way his acceleration comes out of skill moves hits really, really hard. And overall, I gotta give this guy's dribbling a 9 out of 10. It really makes him a very, very good playmaker, that he does have the passing and the dribbling capabilities. And yeah, you really want this guy on your team if you want somebody to be a main playmaker on your squad. Finally, we will be talking about his physical, and in-game, he is a little bit stronger than advertised. He has 65 strength with a dreadful 47 aggression, but in game, this guy's deceptively strong at shielding the ball. He's very good at keeping possession. And like I said, because he's 6 foot tall, it does hinder him in certain ways, but it also helps him. He's very good at shielding the ball. He's very good at keeping possession in the box. And yeah, I really do think his strength is not too bad. His stamina at 82, like I said, is the bare minimum. If you do play him at cam, he will need to sub by the 90th minute mark. If you play him at striker though, or maybe playing him as a secondary striker would be the best position for him. If you play him in that position, he will last all game though. Overall, I gotta give this guy's physical a 7 out of 10. Alright guys, so what is the final verdict on this card? I think this card does a lot of things very well. He does have very good pace. His passing and dribbling abilities are second to none. They're just absolutely magical. It makes him a very, very nice and effective playmaker on this game, despite the fact that he is 6 foot tall. His finishing is very reliable as well. His attack positioning is sublime. The one main con I would say with this card is his lack of shot power, because from certain angles you need high shot power in order to make the shots, in order to test the keeper more, and those are the things that he does have trouble finishing. But if you get him into the right position in the box, if you get him into a near post situation, he will finish. If you get him from a tight angle and the goalkeeper's closing him down, he will finish that. He just won't be able to finish certain shots for you, so that is a con I have to mention. His stamina is another con. He doesn't last all game if you play him at cam, and I do think a lot of people will be playing him at the cam position. But overall, I think he's a really, really nice card, and I would rate him at a 9 out of 10. Definitely Weekend League approved, definitely a fun card, and definitely a card I would be looking to bring into your team at the 1 million coin mark. I do think he shouldn't be the focal point of your offense. I do think he should be your main playmaker, but I do think you need somebody else with him to be the main finisher or the main attacker on your team. He's good as a complementary piece rather as the main thing. Alright guys, so that's going to be my Laudrup review. Hopefully you guys at home found it helpful. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.